Frank, it's really good to see you. Today, we are talking about three retirement risks that could cause you to run out of money, which is, of course, everyone's number one fear in retirement. Life expectancies are at all time highs. Today, a couple age 65 has a 50% chance of living beyond 90, which brings up our first risk. It's known as longevity risk.
Well, Aaron, it's good news that your people are living longer, and it's bad news that
Yeah,
you're living longer. And the problem with longevity risk isn't it a risk by itself, but it's a multiplier of all the retirement risks that we're facing,
right.
such as high inflation, uh, higher taxes, increased medical costs. Uh, these are things that we're seeing that we have to overcome.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Frank. It should just be exclusively good news that we're living longer, but we have to plan for it. All right, let's
Yeah.
touch a little bit on risk number two, changes to Social Security. It is very likely benefits or qualifications will have to change. And I was surprised to learn that among those who rely on Social Security, the benefit makes up 50% of their income.
Boy, you know what? That's a real problem, and not the latest report that we just got from the Social Security Administration is that the a reduced benefit or the Social Security Trust Fund is depleting originally in 2034, now a year earlier in 2033.
Ugh,
So a
yeah.
big problem because what's happening is our administration is kicking that can down the road. There's got to be some reform. It's there's got to be a lot of we're going to be living on 80% of our Social Security income. So they're going to reduce that at least minimally by 20%. That's a big deal to a lot of
That is a
people
big deal.
on a fixed
Yeah.
income.
You have to prepare for that. Risk number three, I feel like we've been talking about this for such a long time, Frank. Inflation, right? High inflation means simply that you'll have to use more of your retirement savings each year to maintain your quality of life.
That is so true. I know that both my wife and I, when we go to the grocery market, we're paying at least double or maybe triple when we get that bill from a couple of years ago. So
Right.
inflation does impact you, and you have to take a lot of your savings dollars to get that quality of life that you want to enjoy in retirement.
hmm And just to take a quick look back at historical inflation rates, Frank, this chart doesn't even include 2022, which would be off the charts, right?
Yeah, we had a big jump in the last 2 years. It's jumped to 7% in 21, and in 2022 it was 7.9%.
Oof.
Everything is costing more, which means that when the government's printing more money for all these programs, your value of your dollar goes down, and you have to spend more of those dollars to maintain that quality of life that you're
Right.
looking for in retirement.
Right. So I feel like the good news is at least we know about these risks so we can start planning now. So, Frank, what are the specific strategies then that address these risks?
Well, there's quite a few. We look at you got to be tax efficient in order
hmm
to lower your taxes. You've got to look at your budget and make sure that your budget is in order and maintain that budget so that you can do the extra things that you want to do to enjoy that lifestyle. The thing that we're looking at is you got to have a repeatable income coming in. And so there's programs out there that actually give you a pension like return and getting that income stream coming in with kind of a cost of living, which is increasing benefits in retirement and increasing income so that you can have and maintain your budget, what we call paycheck money. The paycheck money is money that's coming in, paycheck money that's coming in every month, and you cover those expenses. And then your paycheck money, you're having that in a growth strategy, which allows you to do the trips and travel and your hobbies that you've always wanted to do in retirement
Mhm.
and enjoy
Mhm.
that quality of life.
Mhm. And you said one specific strategy is annuities. Even though they kind of have a bad rap, they should be an important consideration for somebody's part holistic financial plan.
Absolutely. Nobody likes to hear that word, but there's no other financial instrument that can do all those things of save money no matter what happens in the market and volatility. It
Mhm.
gives you a guaranteed income, and there's programs that give you an increasing income as you age, which is really a great asset for you in retirement. In addition to
Right.
that, I got to add one more. One thing that it's interesting is life insurance. Everybody thinks with life insurance is you got to die to win. However, there's programs that if you structure it properly, that if you lower the death benefit and you overfund the life insurance, it actually gives you an income for as long as you live tax free. And
Hmm.
those are some of the main strategies we look at to really help our clients when they come in to uh, overcome their biggest concern
Right.
of running out of money.
Right. So important. Talking to you, Frank, helps me kind of recognize that this is all about proactive planning as opposed to being reactive to these risks. So if somebody wants to talk through some of these strategies with you, what's the best way to reach you?
You can reach us at our phone number, which is 480-581-8545, or you can go to our website, which is rileyhiggins.net, and point some questions, and then we can reply back to you with that.
Perfect. All right. Frank, thank you.
Thank you very much, Erin.